Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? All right. So let's all start with a bit of a stretch out. So let's pick a stretch. Yeah, you can choose the first stretch. What is it?
Okay, you can.
Oh, that's nice, Alyssa.
Okay, what are you going to choose, Sophia? Sitting down, touching your toes stretch.
Yeah.
So sitting down, straight leg,
Are you going for straight?
bent leg, and touching your toes. All right, you know what? It makes this stretch a little bit harder. Don't just touch your toes with the same hand as the same side. Use the other one like that.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that makes it a little bit tougher.
I just
Feel
want
that?
Oh, okay, you don't get to choose.
And then go to the other side.
No, you have to go to the other side. Okay, other one.
And then we'll just touch our toes, straight leg. And then we'll try to touch with the other hand as well.
You can do it. You're going to get a high five. Oh, no. You didn't choose.
All right, Alyssa, your choice of a stretch.
Okay, you can go again.
No, you choose a stretch, please. No, you choose a stretch for us, please. Dead cockroaches stretch.
Look at that.
And back to the start.
Oh,
All right, I'll choose a stretch. Butterfly stretch. Make sure I've got enough room so I can. Just flap the wings. And then I'll choose another one. Tie yourself in a knot stretch. Okay, you can choose the next stretch, Sophia.
you have to do this stretch though, otherwise you don't get another turn.
You've got to do this one. You've got to do it both sides. So that means you go to the other side. Yep, like this. No, just... All right, what's your stretch going to be that you choose for us, Sophia? This will be the last stretch. We've done that one. That's dead cockroaches stretch. Choose another one.
What about skydivers? Skydiving stretch.
Skydiver stretch.
Skydiver stretch. Oh, so you're on your tummy and you grab your feet and you stay on your tummy and you look at the sky and you pull yourself up. Come on, Alyssa, that's it. And you hold that stretch and you're going to hold it for 3 seconds.
1,
2, 3, and time. All right. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a warm up. We'll do a coach. We'll do coach says.
Yes.
All right, ready? So coach says on your feet. So if I catch you guys out, same as you guys at home and you guys as well, you have to do a sprawl. Right? So if I change to a different thing, but I didn't say coach says, then you have to do a sprawl. All right. Okay. So coach says stand up. Coach says jogging on the spot. Coach says punching out. Uppercuts. So if you did uppercuts just then, you owe me a sprawl. You did uppercuts for a second, so you've got to do a sprawl. Okay, good. All right, so you got it. So you've got to keep going with whatever was last and don't change to whatever I try to trick you to. Coach says star jumps. Stop. If you stop, you've got to give me a sprawl. You're going to have to do a sprawl.
I'm too good at this game.
Coach says Muay Thai stance. Coach says moving backwards, shuffle. Keep going. Coach says moving forwards, shuffle. Coach says stop. Coach says listening stance. Coach says Muay Thai stance. Listening stance. Oh, I didn't catch anyone out here. Did I get you at home? All right. Jogging on the spot, punching out. Whoever did that just got to give me a sprawl. I thought you got to give me a sprawl.
I'm still doing my taste
That's it.
Good job.
Coach says jogging on the spot, punching out. That's it. Coach says 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coach says 5 sit-ups.
Now hold your legs.
Now hold your legs. Ready? 1, 2. Good. Sit up, Sophia. 3. Annalisa. 4, 5. Coach says 5 leg raises.
5 leg raises.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coach says on your feet, Muay Thai stance, hot tin roof. Coach says throw a 1-2 combination. Keep doing that. If you kept doing that, you owe me 1 sprawl. Coach says keep doing that.
Good go.
So coach says do a 1-2 combination and keep doing it. Do a couple of blocks. Whoever did some blocks owes me some sprawls. You're easy to catch out, Sophia.
How are you
I'm
doing?
hard to catch out.
Listening stance. You owe me a sprawl. I caught you. You're still doing your 1-2s? Good girl.
Come on, Mum.
Coach says do squats. Coach says jog up and down the room for the next 30 seconds.
When there's a kick pad in front, I just jump over.
Do a sprawl if you want to. No, I didn't catch anybody out here. Did I get you? Stop! You got to do a sprawl. Coach says stop. Okay. Do your sprawl, Sophie. Do your sprawl. All right. Okay. Hope you had a bit of fun with that. What we're going to do now, we're going to practice some kicks. Now, the kicks we're going to do, we're going to practice the chop kick. All right, so that's a little bit different to the body kick. Because when we do the body kick, we step and then we spin and kick. But this time, we're going to like hop and squash. So we go hop and squash. We don't go step and spin. Okay, so there's no stepping and spinning today's kicks. We hop the log and squash the frog. All right, so if I'm on my train tracks and I'm going to hop a log, imaginary log here, and I'm going to hop it and squash the imaginary frog that's on the other side of that little log. And as I do that, kick. All right, and that's the technique we're going to use for the chop kick. All right, so we're going to hop the log and squash the frog. So you look at this one more time. I'm in a good stance, side on, you see? I'm on my train tracks this way, see that? And then watch when I turn this way, I'm on train tracks this way. And then I'm going to hop the log, squash the frog. All right. We're going to practice that. Let's see if Alyssa can get the hang of that one. So we haven't done a lot of chop kicks. We've been doing a lot of body kicks, but not many chop kicks. So when I hold this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my leg up, the one that she's going to kick into, and then I'm going to put the shield against it like that. And then what she wants to aim for is the same height as her own thigh. So if you hold like this, Alyssa, walk up to the bag for a second, or come up close to it. See, the height is aiming at that strap there, or right behind my knee. Okay, so it'll be about my knee height that she's kicking. And we want to keep practicing that. So we want to get in our stance, get in a really good stance. Now you're going to hop the log and squash the frog. Hop and kick. All right, let's try that again. One more time. Let's go. You've got to use your shin like you were before. That's it. Good. So you're going to put your foot out. Put your foot out on a big angle. Put your foot that way. Like this angle. Like that. Point it that way. Then throw the kick. So that's it. That was a good one, Alyssa. Good. So that's it. Excellent. And you're going to throw your arm down as well. On the same side that you throw the kick on. Make sure you go back to your stance. And then back to your stance. But have a look at your stance when you return. You've got to be back on your train tracks. Back in front of the target. Good, that's it. Okay, we've still got 1 more minute to go there, please, guys. Keep going. So we step out, squash the frog as we go over the top of the log. So you've got to take a bit of a little hop. That's it. Good girl, that's the way. Can you do it, Sophia? That's it, Alyssa. Come on, keep going. Gonna go 30 more seconds. One more. Okay, time. All right. Now, when we chop with the opposite leg, we do what's called a walk-up. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a demonstration of that. So I'm gonna get Candace to hold the kick pad for me, so you can see what the walk-up part is. So we'll go a little bit further away. That will be perfect. Right there. Okay. Watch. See how I'm on my train tracks. Watch what I do. See, there's a new train track there. I step on that one. Then I throw the kick. And then I go straight back to my old train tracks. So there's my old train tracks, just there. Step on my new one. Kick. Then go back. And again, an imaginary log just here. And there's a frog. And we're going to hop this log and squash the frog. Okay, so let's have a practice of that. All right. Can you bring me that kick pad there, please, Sophia? Are you going to practice this? All right. So I'll hold the kick pad the opposite way. So my right leg is up. She'll aim for kicking just behind my knee there on that black strap line. And you'll be in your stance, back a bit further. And then you're going to do your walk up, Alyssa. So you're going to walk up and kick. Good, not a bad effort. Now, when you put your foot up, when you step up, you want to put your foot on that same line as the line, like that. Now kick. All right, let's try that again. And you want to kick with your shin, so don't get too close, guys. So get in your stance. So you're in your stance, you're starting your stance. And you're far enough away to take a step in and still kick with your shin. Right then, Alyssa was a little bit too far away. That was better, good effort. So you walk up, kick. That's it, good. Now let's get on target as well. Yeah, right there. No, right there. That'll do. Hit the R, right there. Hit that R. Good. So do a walk up then throw the kick. So you're way off target. Then you nearly hit my arm. So that's important, guys, to be on target. We call that accuracy. Okay, so to be accurate. So not only do you have to have the right technique, you have to have the right technique that hits the right target. So now you're being accurate. All right, keep going. All right, we'll keep going. We're going to do 30 more seconds now. There's 30 more seconds left on the clock. That's it. Keep going. Don't get too close. That might be too far away. Come a little bit closer. About there, yeah. That would be good. No, don't worry about being exact. And now do your step, and then you kick. There you go. That's better. Good. And one more. Watch out. You shouldn't walk in front. One more, please. One more. Okay, time. All right. I'm going to give you guys time for a drink break. And when we come back, we're going to double that up. So we're going to do 2 of them in a row. All right, guys, let's get back to it. So come on, girls.
Alyssa, come on.
Come on.
No,
Come on, quickly. All right. So when we do a double of the technique, you can imagine that we're going to put our foot back on the same frog again. So if I do this, I do my first kick, I go back to stance, and then I step on that frog again. Like this, before I throw my second kick. And that's called the reload. So we must reload it. So we're going to squash the frog twice. So 2 kicks, and then that would mean you squash the frog twice. If we're going to do 3 kicks, you'd squash the frog 3 times. And if we're going to do 10 kicks, we'd squash the frog 10 times. So we're going to go back to the first leg, the right leg, and we're going to practice that, but we're going to do 2 kicks in a row. All right, so we're going to practice this for the next 2 minutes. All right. So we've got to start in our stance. We've got to get the kick pad in position just like we have done before. All right, Alyssa, you ready? Yes. Okay, so remember, we've got to squash the frog 2 times. So we're in our stance. And then we do our first chop. And then another chop. That's it, good. Now, do you know what we don't want to do? We don't want to go back all the way to the same spot that we started from. So the back leg does, but the front leg just squashes the frog. It doesn't step back twice. All right, let me show you. I'm going to do some with canvas so you can see what I'm talking about. You watch. Now, so I squash the frog, watch. And he's right on the line there. Now, I haven't come back off the line. I didn't do this. And then go like that. That's not a double kick, right? When we double kick, we stay forward. So we go like this. When I finish, you see how when I finish? So watch the double. I go onto the line, 1, stay on the line. Now move back off the line. All right? Now that's really important. Okay, let's practice that. All right.
All the time.
You need to know that. Okay, you watched it, so you know how to do it then. So
I'm trying to stand
what I said
up.
not to do. You just step back. All right, so let's practice that. Squash the frog, stay on the line. Squash the frog again 2 times. Stay on the line. And then squash the frog again. And 2 kicks in a row. Come on, Alyssa. Come on. And I know this is a really tough thing to get the grasp of not moving back all the way, but staying in the zone, but throwing the 2 kicks in a row. That was really good. That's the one you want. Good. Got to make sure you squash the frog twice. That's it. You squash him twice. That's it. Good girl. Make sure you're kicking that height there. All right, we'll keep going for another 20 seconds, guys. That's the way. And one more. And time. All right. So, if we don't go back to the original position until we finish the double kick with the right side, the technique for the left side, that's going to have to look like this. And then I'll do a quick demo here. So you watch. My right leg comes forward. It'll go near the line. I do my kick. I go back. I squash the frog again. And then now I go back to my original start position. Step. Squash. Kick one. Go back. Squash and kick again. Now go back and step back and into stance again. You see? 1, 2. And stand back to position. All right, so let's practice that one. All right, let's go. So again, this time, you put your right leg forward, kick pad on the right side, and step back a bit. You've got to do 2 kicks in a row this time, all right? That's the left, yes it is. Sophia. Back a bit. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Starting again, back in your stance, step in, 1, and then again, no, don't go back all the way. Stay there, ready to kick again. Kick again, then back to stance. Remember to squash the frog. Squash the frog, you've got to squash it twice. Make sure you squash that frog twice. No, don't kick with that leg. Squash the frog with that leg. You got to kick with that leg. Squash the frog twice with that foot. Squash once and then again. No, that you can't go back to the original position. And this is the same problem I see a lot of the time, is that there is always that wanting to go back to the original position, but we don't go back to that position until we finish. So if we're doing 5 in a row, we'd stay forward in that position, then go back once we've finished those 5 kicks. All right, can you try and do that for me, please? A few more there, guys. 30 more seconds.
5 kicks this time.
Okay, no, just double kicks. Got to squash the frog twice. No. Come on, you're nearly there. Well, we've got 15 seconds to go. Yeah, but you've got to put that leg back. And then kick again. And one more. Okay, that's time. Okay, so what I'd like to do, if we can do 2 in a row, I reckon we can try for 5 in a row and see if we can go back to the first leg and we'll try for 5 kicks in a row. All right. Okay. We'll have a practice of this and then we'll do a little bit of knees. All right, ready? Let's try 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many times should you squash the frog?
5.
5 times. All right, let's try that again. Ready? Let's go. 1. Squash. 2. Squash. 3. Do it faster. 4. 5. Okay. I don't want you to exaggerate it. I want you to do it really nicely and fast together, like the first one. All right, ready? Let's have another go at that one. Let's go. 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot better. Let's have a go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we'll try it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we're going to do the same amount of sets 4 times on the left side. All right. You ready?
5 times on the left side.
5 in a row. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go back to stance. Good. That's perfect. Let's try another set. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back to stance. Keep your guard up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, try a bit better than that. All right, and last set. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well done. I know that's a tough concept to get and to resist the temptation of always going back to the original starting position. All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to finish off with doing some knees, and they're called the step back knee. And then we've got to do a clinch up first. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand kneel like this so that I'm at their height. And then what she's got to do is she's got to come up and then clinch up my neck and square up her stance. Like this on the other line. And then now, once they've got a squared up stance, they've got to step back with one of the legs, pull me down and throw a knee into my tummy or my chest. No, you don't do it hard at all. We don't do it hard on mum and dad at all right? So let's practice that again. Now, to also, can you please? Also, to practice getting the clinch, I would like you to do this, like this. So then what they need to do is weave their arms in. Now what we do is we weave the left arm in first, then the right arm in second, and step the right foot up square. 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 Like this. So you were standing in a stance. In a Muay Thai stance. So stand in a Muay Thai stance, please. Okay. Now you clinch up with your left arm. You clinch up with your right, and you step your right foot square. See? That's we call that square. Now, step back with one of the feet, pull down, and throw a knee. Perfect. Well done. All right, now next time, we'll do it with the opposite side. Again, so let's practice that again. So you do a clinch up, square up. Now step back and knee. And then what we'll do, we'll just practice that for the next few minutes with changing from doing a right knee to a left knee. All right. Remember, we clinch up with the jab hand first, then the cross hand second. And when you clinch up with the cross hand, you square up. So the footwork looks like this. Okay? So let's practice. Come on, Lisa. Square up, square up. Now. Again, now you must square up. Do you know what square up is? Okay.
Gentle.
Got it. Square up. Now step back. Down. That's right. Must square up. You must square up, guys. This is another thing that I find the kids don't grasp the concept. They want to stay in the Muay Thai stance. We're always saying, be in Muay Thai stance. Be in Muay Thai stance. And then now we've got to say, be square. Because we want to be ambidextrous here and be able to knee with either side. And we can't do that if you stay with your right foot behind or your left foot behind the whole time. So once we clinch up, we get square. And we keep our feet wide. We don't get square and put our feet together. All right? We always put them wide. So we just practice that for 3 more clinches. Okay? Let's go. 3 more clinches. Square up, please. Step back. And knee. All right. Again. Square up, square up. Step back. And knee. And one more. Square up, square up. Step back and knee. Do you find it hard to square up, do you? Yeah. Okay, time. All right. Let's just sit down. All right, so we worked on the chop kicks. And remember, when we're doing chop kicks, we hop the log and squash the frog when we kick. And then remember also, when we do it with a double or a triple, or like we did 5 in a row, we have to squash the frog 5 times for 5 in a row, 3 times for 3 in a row. And that's really important. Otherwise, we're not doing the reload, and then the technique is not correct and there's no power. And then right at the end, we just concentrated on doing a few knees from the clinch, and we realised how important it is to be square and balanced when we do the clinch, so we can step back with either knee. Because if you don't, you can only do one knee, and that'll be the one that's from behind, and then they're going to know that's what you're going to do, and you're going to give it away, and it's going to be easy to defend. All right, great to have you with us today, guys. If there's any comments or any questions, just leave them in the comments for me, and I can get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Have a great rest of your afternoon. See you guys soon. Thank you.